now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it
Listen,
right now. You can tell their players trust
when
each
we
other.
did
Big
the
situations
recruiting
arise in
visit,
games.
the
They're looking at
official
each
visit for
other
JuJu
in the
Lewis,
huddle on the sideline,
and Shador dropped the keys
expecting to make the play.
in
It's
his
going to
hands in
help
the
them win
picture,
games. This team incredibly mentally
those
tough.
boys had a relationship
You start to build that
before that.
you start to string together positive games,
And
you start to
he's
string
training
together
with
positive
Shador's
plays. Now
QB
you
coach,
know you can do it. It's
Select
not,
QB.
we talked about it in the
And
offseason.
you're
No
seeing
more want to
glimpses
do
of that.
this. Now you're starting to
The
execute
guy that
things
trained
together.
Shador and who's training JuJu Lewis
That's
is
going to do
really
it for
good.
us from here for Jesse Palmer.
And he's seeing
All
glimpses
I
of
got,
that.
Reese
And we
Davis, and
know
this has
what we
been
have with
another
JuJu.
presentation of
But you
PGS
guys haven't even
College
seen the
Football.
legacy player, Cordell Stewart. He'll be in the game sooner or later. If we get 4 opportunities to play him, we like what we have right now. We really like the young guys. And since I've taken over the Colorado job, we play our freshmen. You know that. We had the luxury last year, the red shirt guys, and it's their time now. I mean, they came here to play and be stars, and they're doing exactly that. I really like what we did in this football game. The fact that he was 90% on the day. And, the one interception was getting hit. We got a short protection, so we could take those type of shots. But the average 10.2 yards to play, I really, really was impressed with our quarterback play. As far as running the football, you see between 4 guys touching the football, we had over 100 yards rushing. And we came out and made a commitment to the run. You saw that on our first couple of drives. Dallin Hayden, the senior, the captain of his offense, 13 carries for 82 yards, 6.2 in the touchdown. But you see Julian show his legs a little bit. Michael Welch out not only running the football, but out of the backfield. And August, y'all haven't really got to see him. 11.6 yards to carry. How about that? The big back. And then you start looking at what the receivers did. We really enjoyed what we saw. Cam Michael, first game under 100. We didn't know that at all, but we got guys. So even though he still scored 3 touchdowns today, he was well under his average. But Draylon Miller stepped up, 9 for 126 in the touchdown. Amarion, we know O is the number 1 option on this football team when it comes down to JuJu Lewis. 7 catches for 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. We got the Kendall Gibson got involved, 3 catches. Our running back touched the ball out the backfoot as well. So we really like what we saw there. Zach Owens, he was going to be doing gashes for the 1 sack we allowed. But 9 pancakes from Kirkland. I mean, he's 6'6", 366 pounds. One of the strongest guys in college football. What do you think is going to happen? And Big Jordan Stevens is the captain of the offense. Defensively, I mean, I told y'all before the game started what we was looking to look for was the pass rush, stopping the run, getting to the quarterback, and getting home when we get to the quarterback. Not only getting home when we get to the quarterback, but making an impact on the game. You saw that. Savion Riley, senior year now, 11. Shiloh left. Cam left. Safety players left up to him. 11 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. We like what we saw, but come on, Sammy Sacks though. We the nickname is Sammy Sacks for a reason. 9 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 6.5 sacks in the day's ball game. Colton Hood, you didn't get to see Brandon Hood yet. He hasn't touched the ball in 1 game yet, but he's coming. He's been nursing a torn ACL out of high school, so we want to make sure he's all the way ready to go. But his brother Colton is starting to become one of our leaders on defense as a sophomore. He had an INT, and then how about the 2 freshmen, Montrez Walker? 7 tackles today, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, and 1 INT on the day. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. Tajay McCoy turned the corner for 2 sacks today as well. So we really like what we're seeing. We got a lot of work to do. Those that played today, that played a lot in today's game, will have the day off. And then Sunday we right back at it, because the guys that didn't play that played less than 60 snaps will be on the field working to get better. This is how we develop our talent. Guys that are not ready, we get them ready by making sure they practice Sunday and Monday. I mean, drive summaries, you really want to, talk about the first quarter. Led to that nice throw by JuJu to O. We really like that. In the first quarter, we also like to return INT from DJ McKinney. I told you he was a pro. He's showing it. But the second quarter, you saw Kenny Michael on an 8-yard pass for a touchdown. But that drive started off after they kicked the field goal. 12-yard pass there. Stojakovic gets a 33-yard field goal late in that quarter. You get down to Montrezl Walker, returns the interception 34 yards for a touchdown. Third quarter, Cam Michael, JuJu. In the fourth quarter, it was Cam Michael again, 14 yards. Dallin Heaton with a 1-yard run touchdown for one. Amarion had a 17-yard touchdown in that game. Draylon scored in that game. So in the fourth quarter, our young boys stepped up big. We take a look at what they did, right? You know, their quarterback is a senior. You know, he's 73%, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But we held him 235. We had him under 300 yards pass, and we're kind of cool with that. The run game, they really gave us a lot of running there. And this is where, you know, the stats look a little crazy because a lot of this is fourth quarter running. But 22 carries to Cedric Alexander, the transfer from Colorado State. He transferred from Colorado State, so he's well aware of who he was. But he gassed us, 6 yards to carry, you know, he gassed us. 4 broken tackles in that game, so, you know, their quarterback, Tim, for -67, that's all sacks, obviously. And receiving game, they really ain't had nobody go crazy on it, but, you know, they made plays. He threw 2 touchdown passes, but, you know, their number 1 receiver was held to 7 catches. I say held because you saw it. I mean, there wasn't nothing really downfield. It was underneath stuff, you know, dink or dunk. Things that, you know, you can make a play in zone. Like, he's a good route runner, but he's that deep threat receiver, and we kept him from being a deep threat receiver in the ball game. I mean, it was my favorite work here. Team stats, we got 33 first downs to their 19, 542 total offensive yards. We get 300. Rushing yards, touchdowns, 25 for 153 in the touchdown on the ground. They had 1.9 yards to play. We had 6.1. In the passing game, they were 22 for 30, 2 touchdowns, 7.8 yards to play, 235. We were 34 for 38, 6, 10.2, 389. Passing yards, again, 389. Third down conversion was 42%. We went for it twice on fourth down. We were 100%. We like that. We kept them at 33% on third down. We won the turnover margin +2. And we won the interception margin. We did throw a pick. Done after as far as special teams go, punt return yards, we want to get better there. Kick return. We didn't do a lot of that today, but punt return yards, we got to get better there. All right, we good? All right, folks. JuJu Lewis is up next. Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank God. I mean, without him, I can't do, you know, nothing's given him better, and I really lean on my faith. But Coach Prime had faith in me from the moment I told him I was coming. And he said, we coming. And do I believe? And I believe. You know, I mean, that was brought up. That was one of the reasons why I came here, having an opportunity to be the starting quarterback for Colorado Buffaloes once Shedeur Sanders left. And, you know, obviously I was told I had to go out there and earn it, and which I have no problem doing. I've been doing that since I was 8 years old. And I do feel like, you know, the experience of being a starter since 8 years old allowed me to be in a situation where I'm ready for the moment. Well, competition is everything, and you guys haven't. I mean, I think you like what I'm doing now. Cordell's story, you know, that Coach Prime's big on what you do in practice, what show up on the field. And there's a game plan for everything. I really believe in his vision. But Cordell, we're best friends, we're roommates, right? And when we travel, he comes on the road with us and everything. And, you know, I just can't wait. You know, I know y'all see what he does on Well Off Media and reach the people on the pregame show, but you know, you'll see it in the game, and hopefully it's in the game because, you know, it's time to play it, not because something happened to me. But Cordell is a really good friend of mine and a really good person to help me learn and push me. Yeah, Coach Israel said he was going to really come out and play a heavy run game. We've been working on under center since I got here on campus. Um, they, approach that. Like, this is one of the reasons why I chose Colorado. The NFL environment, all the NFL coaches on our staff. But yeah, Pat Sherman's still here as an analyst. And all our offense is really pretty much his, and Coach Israel took over. He was understudy. Um, I like it because we have a little bit of everything, right? You give you an NFL look as well as a college look. Um, and I think that's perfect for what we have, as far as weapon wise. I think the sky's the limit for what we have uh, in the offensive limit. Well, that's just film study. We did a lot of film studying on Wyoming. We understood they want to play a lot of zone. We understood that they will go a lot of cover three and a lot of match concepts. We understood that, and just trusting what I saw on film. Yeah, I wish I could have that back. Coach Fine told me sometimes it's better to just take the sack in that moment, but I thought I had time to get rid of the ball, and the D lineman made a good play. I held the ball way too long. Yeah, I probably should have thrown it a little farther and gave O opportunity to run under it, but I didn't want to take a chance. I wanted to. He was running by him, and if I don't get hit, I think I can make that throw. Yeah, a lot of people question my arm strength, but as you can see, we've had how many explosive plays in this game downfield. I don't think it's all about just having the arm talent, arm strength. You guys were big on that. I know, we talked about that on my way into the building, the arm strength. And I think it's more about accuracy and really having, knowing when to make the throw. I think the sky's the limit for our football team. We really have a complimentary football team. Coach Prime preaches dominance, and we've been dominating in practice. It starts at practice. We dominate in practice, and the way this D line is built, our O line is built. They go at it in practice, and it makes us better for game day. And see what happens: the way we practice so hard, and the way we go at it with the NFL mindset. By the time we get to the game is easy for us because we do all the work in practice. Last question for JuJu. I mean, the goal is to. We got Miss Peggy to the bowl game last year. The goal is to get her to her first playoffs. That's the goal. All right, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. There you have it, JuJu Lewis, the quarterback for Colorado. 3-0 start. 66-20, Wyoming. The crowd went crazy. They still going crazy. It's going to be a hell of a night in Boulder tonight.